Here's the status bar preparing to live stream.
Here we go, boys.
Here we go. Oh, did that work? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me. Thank you guys for joining the Shelter Show, episode 4. Is it still working? Adam, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
All right. Do you know if I think we're live? Can everybody else hear me? Yeah. Yeah, what's up, everybody? If you can hear us, can you type something in the all right, yeah, it says it's working. I guess it must be just like a delay that I'm not seeing on my side. So right on. Thanks for watching, everybody. Loud and clear. All right. Episode 4, the never imitated and therefore never duplicated Shelter Show coming at you. The early start, 6 p.m. And that's because we have a special guest. We actually have 2 special guests. Big announcements. This is like the biggest show ever. And thanks for coming onto my channel. You came to the right place if you want some content here in the quarantine days. Some amazing times we're in. And you know what? I thought that we had June coming in. June was actually like about to bounce out of the Bay Area for a little bit, but he said he was going to be able to call in. So, you know, while I do that and I figure that out, Adam, how's it going?
It's good. I mean, we're just doing our thing back at home, chilling, keeping our time busy. I just had a virtual happy hour yesterday with some friends. I never thought I'd say that, but this is the kind of times we're in right now. So yeah, just making do with what we got.
Yeah, I think that's the doing what you can from your bedroom is definitely like the you know MO for most people of the day. And man, it's, I don't know, I think I'm like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I literally like lose track of all time. I lose track of days. Like my son asked me today if it was like Sunday and why I was working on a Sunday. And I was like, no, dude, it's Friday. I think it's Friday. And I think Sunday's Easter and today's Good Friday. So
Yeah.
it's interesting time. So yeah, man, you know, because of the downtime in real life, obviously fishing's been kind of slowed down. And speaking of slowing down, boom, what's up, June?
I was sorry. Dude, I was trying to join in and for some reason I couldn't go in there. I don't know. What's up, everybody?
What up, June? All right, so for everyone catching up, everyone that's just logging in, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 4 of the Shelter Show. Again, the best fishing basement show that you'll find on the internet, probably the only one. So June let us know that he wouldn't be able to come in, but he loves you guys so much that even from the road, he's gonna co-host. And you know what, June, thanks for coming in. You even had your background all set up. Adam still sitting on the toilet. June, Brownie, good job, man. Appreciate it.
At least you got the headphones.
That's right. All right, so I know we got our guests kind of lined up, ready to go. Hopefully they're still down to show up. But just want to cover a couple of things before we get into that. Just go over today's agenda. I see everyone saying what's up from everybody. What's up, Hook to Cook? What's up, Chris Fish Dish? What's up, Salty Slick? I saw somebody saying what's up from Wisconsin. What up, boys? What up, girls? Really quickly, let's go through the agenda. So we're going to cover current events. If our guest happens to swing by, we'll kind of slide into that. What I really want to get to is the giveaway that I promoted on Instagram and Facebook page. It's for a good cause. I'm bringing back the Put 'em in a Bag tournament, and we got some big names lined up. And again, to enter, it's all for a good cause, and actually have somebody coming on the line, hopefully, to talk about it a little bit. And yeah, we'll get to that. And then, of course, we'll kind of touch base and see what everyone's doing for the quarantine, do an AMA session, and then close the show. Well, maybe we'll get it down to an hour this time. We'll see. So really quickly, big news. Actually, the lack of big news is what made bigger news. If you guys saw my channel, I very quickly posted the recorded audio of that blown California. Can you fill us in on what's going to still fish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of hype for it, and the hype definitely showed when the meeting took place. I mean, all the lines were overloaded. I think before it even started. I mean, I tried to. The meeting started at 8:30 a.m. or scheduled to start at 8:30, and I tried to dial in at 8:30, and I couldn't even get in. So, I mean, they probably weren't prepared, or they definitely weren't prepared. They didn't expect that many people to be interested in it, but obviously people love their fishing, so people dialed in, and because of that, they weren't able to actually hold the meeting. So I mean, basically, we're still at where we were before. That fishing is still legal technically in California, but a lot of amenities and a lot of access points are being shut down. So yeah, I guess we're kind of in the same place that we were last week, even though there was all this hype for a big decision.
Yeah, for those of you that work maybe like in really any company that has like virtual meetings, don't use WebEx. I mean, Zoom, I think they own the record for the biggest hosted webinar ever. It was like 25,000 attendees. And so if you're in the state of California, you're a paid professional to be put in a position to educate the audience and the paying public, because we all pay for licenses, to just, you have the platform to put out that information that everyone is literally like waiting on tooth and nail for. And I mean, I really appreciate what they do, but man, what a giant F up on their part. And man, I mean, I'm glad that I was able to get the audio up because, okay, it's not a funny situation, but I mean, life kind of sucks right now. So if there's humor in anything, I'm going to try to squeeze it out. And that thing is so classic. So maybe we'll save the like listen through for the entire show, but please take a listen to it. It's 10 minutes long. It literally gets worse and worse and worse, better and better the longer you listen to it. And I'm not monetizing this because there's so much profanity in it. I actually got demonetized for that video. So YouTube filters are so good that they counted all the bad words and hit me with that big demonetize button. So I'm not making anything off of it. If there's ads up, it's because YouTube is throwing it up there, not me. But it's a classic. It deserves to be on the internet forever. So go check it out. Hey, June, I see you in your car. You're not in the bathroom. Where you going, man?
Because I thought when I put a background in, it's just jumbled my face. So decided to take it out. So yeah, I'm in the car right now. We're driving down to LA to pick up my kids. So yep, and decided to join you guys.
Just dedication right there.
Yeah, as you guys, maybe you guys don't know, but June has a big presence in LA. He's actually from LA. He's not native to the Bay Area, really, right? So you relocated up here to establish your Taekwondo business, right? And
That's right. That's right.
and fishing kind of just like was one of those things that you fell into and is part of your life up here. And so yeah, so that's why June's completely social distancing himself away from us by like, what is that, 600 miles. So yeah, no, all good, man, all good. Thanks for checking in. So he's not driving right now, by the way. So for anyone saying don't live stream and drive, he's not behind the wheel. So we're trying to do it safe. We're trying to do it right. So
Yeah, I might
so,
get cut off though, because later on we'll be passing by to the mountains, and I might lose my signal. So yeah.
Yeah, all good, man. You know, my internet, I don't know. I think it's because everyone's streaming Tiger King. Like I might freeze, I might drop. I kind of live in a woodsy area anyway. So literally, like I swear to God, every time the power goes out, it's because a squirrel crosses lines or a tree branch falls on a power line, and then my internet's like gone for like 72 hours. So I'm probably not the best person to be hosting this, frankly.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you might be considering I'm not that great with technology, and then June's driving, so really it's a comedy of errors
yeah.
between the three of us.
We're gonna drive now, so we just stopped for a bit just to get the baby, get his
Oh man, look at
milk.
that. Wow. You have enough room in there for all those car seats? I only see 7. Is that enough?
So yeah, we're driving now.
Hey, just for everyone just logging in, thanks again for the early start. We normally like to start at like 9 because that's when normally I'm free. I think that's when June's free and like the kids start going down. So thanks everybody for the early start. We're trying to catch you guys a little earlier this week, and plus we have a couple of guests. Hopefully they stop by and we get a chance to talk to them. And so we're trying to be mindful of their time too. So just really quickly looking at the comments, we see you guys. So thanks for checking in. I see, let's see. Hey, Carly, hey, my wife's on. What's up, Carly? How's it going? Adam, you should know that my daughter loves you. She's in love with you. And she says, hi. Yeah. So all the time I'll be like, hey, Ella, that's my daughter's name. I'll be like, who's cuter? Baby Yoda or Adam? And then she goes, Baby Yoda. But Adam.
But it's close.
It's close.
Wow.
But you know, it's okay. She's not leaving my house until she's 40 anyway, so I don't have to worry. Hey, what's up, Renato Fernando? He says, what's up, fellas? Warrior Fisherman says, what's up, fellas? Man, if you are a fisherman today, you definitely got to be a social distancing warrior. You got to be a Google Maps warrior. Very difficult to fish right now. Again, I think I speak for the 3 of us here. We're not saying you should fish, but we're also not saying that you shouldn't fish. Definitely be mindful of the rules and regulations in your area. Practice social distancing. I have noticed a downtick in production kind of on all fronts. And one thing actually I wanted to bring up, I noticed that, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but watch times are definitely slowing down. Like I thought for sure that people would be stuck at home and not able to do anything but watch YouTube. So maybe it's my crappy content, but I definitely noticed that things are slowing down. What about you guys?
Yeah, I noticed that too, Ish. Yeah. Sorry about the background. The baby is crying right now, but back to your question. Yes. views are, I don't know, for some reason it should be more because people are at home, right? I don't know. For some reason views are going down.
Adam, any luck on your side? Adam?
We lost him.
I think we lost him. Well, he's staring at us. All right, well, we didn't want to hear from Adam anyway. And hey, you guys, yeah, we don't want to talk to Adam anyway, because I think we have somebody that you guys would be more excited to talk to, frankly. So yeah, without further ado, let's see if we can make this happen. Our first YouTuber guest ever on the Shelter Show. Give it up for the HeySkipper crew. What up, Brendan? What up, Aaron? I think you're on mute. Your camera's not on. Hopefully you guys can play around with those settings and we can actually bring you on before they jump on. Just want to say a big thank you to Danny Wu. What up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Ish?
Hey, what up? What up, guys? Yeah, so yeah, really quickly to introduce you guys, if you guys aren't familiar with the channel, you guys probably don't watch YouTube because these guys are really good at like freaking like squeezing that SEO and that algorithm, and they're promoted like everywhere, but they got great content, and probably why it's because people watch their stuff all the way through and they have great content. So before I jump into you guys, I just want to say thanks to Danny Wu. So Danny Wu, the local YouTuber Uber that we like to call him, the local fisherman, takes all the YouTube guys in the Bay Area out on boats and stuff, and definitely helps us out with our content. So he's the one that actually put me in contact with the HeySkipper organization. You guys sent me Squiddy Bits to test. And so through that, we've established an Instagram relationship. And here we are. So yeah, so thank you guys for joining. How's it going?
It's going great. It's I haven't been on one of these shows before. I haven't done a Zoom session.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, no, it's no, you know what? So Zoom is definitely like legit. So, you know, according to the news, all my credit card information is gonna be stolen because this stuff isn't really solid. But you know what? For live streaming and bringing guests on for the YouTube platform, we tried a couple different things in the past, and Zoom is really the way to do it. So if you haven't done it and you want to get multiple cameras and multiple people calling in, the YouTube platform doesn't do it on its own, so you have to get creative. And Zoom is like the best kind of third-party option to get it done.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's really awesome.
We're excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming on our show. I mean, it's literally like, I feel like we're the like Wayne's World of internet fishing shows right now, because really, I mean, only like a few thousand people are going to watch it. Most of them are local Bay Area guys. So again, appreciate your time on coming in. And really the reason why I wanted to come in, one, to meet you. We all watch your content. And two, you know, with the situation happening globally, everyone's very aware of what's happening and how it happened on the West Coast. And I have no idea what's really happening in your neck of the woods. You guys are based in Maryland, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So yeah, can you guys just let us know, like from a YouTuber standpoint and you know, a human standpoint, you know, a couple living on the East Coast, what's it been like, and has it affected your YouTube life?
Okay, so there's a lot to talk about, really. I've been following what's been going on in terms of fishing regulation and the rest of the United States, and talking to our international friends as well. What's going on with there? It's banned in a lot of places, but here in Maryland, we're allowed to be fishing, so long as it's for sustenance. There's no catch and release fishing. You can only go out and fish if you're keeping fish for yourself or your family. And I think that is such an awesome thing. I've been able to practice social distancing for sure because I'm just on my little boat. And I don't see anyone at the launch. I don't go to the bait shops. I catch my own bait. It's been kind of changing fishing for me because now instead of targeting things that I would have, like striped bass and you know, other catch and release fish, we're only going after sustenance fish.
Which is that freshwater and saltwater?
Yeah, freshwater and saltwater. So long as you're eating it, you can go fishing. You're not allowed to recreationally fish.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, like so in the immediate Bay Area, just to catch you guys up, we're in this like weird purgatory where technically fishing is still legal, but because of the, you know, like we live in the Bay Area, so it's, you know, 7 million people in a relatively small amount of space, right? So everyone goes to the coast, everyone goes to the parks, and our normal fishing holes are just like, they were crushed by the rest of the public looking to do something, you know, for something to do with their families. And because of that, in response to all that traffic to the coast and to our state parks and freshwater bodies, they've really come down and blocked all the parking areas. And so, you know, you're not really, it's like things aren't as accessible as they used to be. And this is like to offer solution they can ticket you for violating the shelter-in-place order that we have in California. And so there really is no like written anything that says you can fish for sustenance, catch and release, nothing. Like technically you can fish, but if the officer catches you, even in transit with a fishing rod in your car, they can write you up. And I've seen it like all over Facebook and friends that have gotten pulled over with warnings or gotten a ticket even. And so that's great that it's a little more black and white in your area. So yeah. Yeah, because of that, like the shift in, you know, how you approach fishing, how has it changed your shift in how you approach content?
So really, what would you say, Aaron? How have we been approaching this differently?
I definitely would say that as this was all starting about a month ago, we definitely felt the rush to go film before things closed down. And so we were kind of out there for multiple days, you know, kind of going, we need to get this stuff done to have content to release and work on for the next few weeks, even if these places start to close, because we had no idea what was going to go on. So now we're in a place where we can fish and we can produce content. But like Brendan said, it's more about like not catch and release, but catching and cooking our dinner and doing catch and cooks and things like that. And
it's interesting because I'm not in position. I'm so far away from ever becoming a full-time YouTuber, and I assume you guys are, and you guys have a great website. If everyone gets a shot to check out the HeySkipper website, it's like the most like fully fleshed out like business around a YouTube channel that I've seen. You guys have like subscriptions, memberships, loyalty reward programs. Like it blows my mind how far you guys have taken it. Because I remember your original videos when you're just using like, you know, salty squid and shrimp as bait, and you guys have turned it into something a lot bigger. So I understand that is probably sustaining you guys, but as a full-time kind of YouTuber duo, is it nerve-wracking kind of being in this weird time where it's just like the big unknown, and how, you know, how your social media kind of business is going to like exist, you know, where it's all based on fishing. So if you can't get that content, like, you know, is it gonna be able to sustain itself?
In this time, I just feel like, honestly, it's nerve-wracking either way, whether this crisis is going on or not. It's just, you always have to think about what could possibly happen in the future. Yeah. And, you know, as for us right now, it's been okay. We're grateful that we are a digital company as well, and that we do have that website, and on all the ebooks that we have and all of the online lessons that we have, those are really helping us keep us going right now. And we've been really grateful that we can continue running as a digital company, because a lot of businesses in our area are completely shut down and you're not allowed to run. But we are allowed to continue what we're doing, since we're a news platform and media platform. They say that we're considered essential.
That's
so
awesome.
We're able to keep filming, we're able to keep doing what we're doing, and we're able to still have whoever is coming in to help us work to continue to come and work with us.
That's great. So diversity, the name of the game right there. That's great. Well, good job, you guys, for being able to navigate kind of some interesting waters. I kind of like rushed you into that, so apologies. I didn't even give a chance to like introduce my co-hosts where they are in the Zoom screen. So if you guys are on mute, we have Adam, Diehard Fishing, and we have June, aka More Than Fishing. So yeah, we've all been in the same game for a few years, and we kind of represent the Bay Area. So I'll let you guys check in with each other.
So how are you guys? What are your channels?
First I'll say, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was asking, what are your channel specialties?
Oh, June, you want to go ahead?
Okay, my channel specialty, first of all, I want to say hi. My channel specialty is blowing spots, actually.
Oh, that's bold. That is bold.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm known to that. Like, people always get mad at me if I'm showing the spots. So, but anyways, my specialty is really catching striped bass on the surf. That's my thing. I
That's
love
fun.
catching striped bass.
Yeah. So you know,
Yes.
our East Coast, our West Coast
I saw
bass
some.
is you know prodigy of your East Coast bass. So
Uh-huh.
that's where the connection is.
I think you were telling me about that, weren't you? About the West Coast bass on Instagram.
Yeah. So June, you can tell him the story, but basically, I was just filling him in on because not many people know this outside of the Bay Area. Striped bass aren't native to California, especially in the surf. And so, like 140 years ago, they trucked in like I think 150 bass by train, and then released them along the coast in the Bay Area. And the fish we catch today are all prodigies, you know, generations removed from those original fish that were shipped over by train, which is like amazing. You know, it's a pretty cool connection.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Adam,
apologies if
what
June's
about
connection
you?
goes in and out. He's actually in a car right now heading down to LA. So the show is mobile.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll say hello as well. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just say hello. I you know,
Yeah.
on the specialty side where June said his specialty is spot burning, I'd say my specialty is going out in the surf and freezing my butt off and with shorts and sandals. Because unlike Maryland, I don't know about the water temperature in Maryland actually, but here it's super cold. So I can't say that I've seen too many other people out there in shorts, but yeah. So I guess that's my specialty. But in terms of fishing, I'd say I try to be pretty well-rounded. I try to catch most of this fish species that we have around here. Lately, I've been big on the kayak game. I just got a kayak like I think 2 years ago. So been up in that game recently. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think between the three channels, you know, we're small, but we have a large footprint, and we do represent pretty much I think the entire like saltwater game. So if you guys are ever in the Bay Area, you know who to connect with now.
Awesome.
Striped bass and kayak stuff, and then yeah, me for everything else. So no, I'm pretty excited to talk to you guys. Like it's interesting whenever I am on YouTube, like even though I watch you guys are your stuff is constantly recommended because not only do you have great fishing content, but you have great kind of hands-on DIY tackle content. That's how I actually found you guys. The video where you were catching bluefish with spoons, spoon lures.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm always trying to emulate like DIY, like, you know, what video will go like freaking crazy and like change the channel around. I mean, like really that's like
Ish is trying to catch a fish with a paperclip for like the past 3 years.
I haven't done it yet, but it's gonna happen.
Honestly, that was such a pain in the butt to do because like when the fish are here, you just want to fish. You don't want to have to use all these crazy things. And it's like you have to really choose. Do I want to make this like really funny video or do I really want to just get on some fish?
Right.
And it was fun that I actually did hit some, but it's also on the other hand like frustrating because I'm not fishing with the tackle that I would really prefer to be fishing with. So sometimes it's like I know I want to film this episode, but it's gonna take so much out of me, especially trying not to like use my other gear to film wacky products. You
know what? Okay, so you are like the wacky product king, like right? I'm like the wacky product jester. So like around here, if there's anything I'm known for, it's catching like big fish with like dock demons, garbage I find on wish.com.
Oh, that's
like,
so funny.
Like one of the best saltwater fights I ever had was in Mexico. I was the not the minister, but the person like the officiant for my sister's wedding, right? This was in Cabo, right? And this is like a huge wedding, and I had 3 hours to kill, and I was like, dude, like we were on the coast. Like if you're not familiar with Cabo, it's like a peninsula, right? And our hotel was at the very tip of that peninsula, so there was water on the east side and then the Gulf on the other side. I forgot the name of it, but it was like I don't know. It was a beautiful hotel, but like I had fishing all around me, and I had no time to fish. And the only thing I was willing to bring was a $10 like scaling telescopic rod, complete garbage. But I brought a really nice reel, so it's like the perfect like dichotomy of YouTubing, like crappy gear, but then like the nice like reel where it counts, right? And try to make something out of nothing. I had 3 hours, a cast master and my son. I dragged him all the way around this point, and then boom, I hit this 15-pound Jack Crevalle. Like it fought him for like 10 minutes, and he shattered, the rod shattered at my feet as I was landing him. And so I got all $9 out of that rod. But to me, like my content, that is the like epitome of what I do. And so like I feel like we have a mutual bond in that. You do a lot of great videos with fun but junky stuff. But because you know what, you know that gets views and it's fun. It's very different from like what all the regular guys are doing.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. It's definitely fun to use those things, especially when they actually work, when they actually work out.
Yeah. As a I don't consider myself a YouTuber because this isn't my full-time gig, but for somebody that does it as a hobby, there's always that like moment where you realize you've captured the content you were looking for, and you could produce like a story that people are going to want to consume and watch later. It's like I feel like you guys know, June and Adam knows, the video already is kind of filmed in your head. It's a matter of getting all the components that day to build out what you already have in your head, and then stitching it together and then uploading it. It's when you don't have like the A, B, and C when you're trying to get to G, that kind of like it sits in the recycle bin, and you don't know if you want to go forward with it. So
tell about some of your filming troubles.
I don't even know.
Yeah, give us. What's up, Aaron?
Oh,
really nice to say hi to you. How's it going? I saw all these people are commenting like left and right. They're so excited to have you guys here. They're actually like pretty impressed that we got you on. So thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. But no, thank you guys for coming on. And one of the comments I saw, somebody said, "Finally, a pretty face." And what's up, guys? Adam, June, we're not lookers, but fine. We'll give it up to Aaron. So how's it going, Aaron?
It's so good. I was just laughing because like Brendan and I have had so many times where we go out and we have like an idea of what's going to happen or what we want to hope to happen, and just it could not happen for 4 or 5 days. And even we have like almost like superstitions about like filming versus like catching fish. And like, for instance, like I can't film anything before Brendan catches his first fish most of the time. If we film like even an intro, like a hey guys, it's like we're done for the day. There will be no fish. It'll just be an intro that will live, and that's it.
No
like,
posting on Instagram prior to a shoot.
No posting on Instagram when we're out. Like I believe in this superstition.
100%. Like, oh man, I don't even know if I want to bring up my superstition because like I feel like it's gonna rub off on you guys and make you guys unlucky. Should I do it, Adam? Adam's seen me do it a bunch of times, but it works like every time. All right, sorry guys, you might want to close yours. Everyone, mute your computers because this is gonna like mess up your fishing. So I eat a banana before I go fishing. Okay, I eat a banana before I go fishing, but this is the trick, and it'll work for you guys. I swear to God. You got to throw it out your car window right before you get to your fishing spot. Like it's littering in most parts of the country. I consider it fertilizing. But every time I go fishing, I throw it through my driver's side window. So Adam's like got hit like a few times. But if I'm going crabbing, if I'm going for crustaceans, it'll go out the driver's side window. So passenger for fishing, driver for crabbing. And it's really, I swear to God, it's the only reason why I have a channel. It's because I've been able to accumulate enough catches and content the few times I get to go fishing a month to get enough content. So don't do it. It might be littering in some states or how you perceive it, but in California, it seems to be working for me.
How about Adam and June? What are some of your superstitions?
For me, for me, I think it's hard for me to have some superstitions because my time is limited. If I'm gonna things, I might at all. Because really, I have 4 kids, family, So if I had time, a window of 1 hour fishing or 2 hours, I would just go out there. And I don't really have that kind of superstition. My superstition, if I catch fish, I think there's more fish there. That's kind of like me to catch. That's me.
That's a good superstition.
Yeah, I think one that I just created like recently. I mean, I always wore shorts to the beach, like I said before, but I tried wearing pants the other day. I went fishing with, it was a while back, but I went fishing with June,
I
and
remember.
I wore pants, and not only did I not catch any fish, I fell in the water. The boots and everything, water was everywhere. So I mean, that's the new superstitious for me. I mean, I can't say I'm ever going to wear pants again.
That's funny.
I was wondering why you were wearing shorts in such cold water.
Yeah, now he has to wear shorts.
That's why he's bad at fishing.
Yeah. So
I don't think it gets as cold in California as Maryland, but I mean, on a cold day, it'll be like the high 40s. The water temperature will be low 50s, and this guy's in shorts. And I mean, like he's like waist deep in like our water too, which is like terrible.
Crazy.
So yeah, well, I mean, again, thanks to you guys for checking in. I don't know if you guys have a hard stop, but just wanted to throw everyone in the comments a hello, and yes, everyone. We actually have the real deal. This is Skipper. We're starting big with our guests. So really, it's unfortunate because now we can't go any lower than you guys.
We're just starting here and we're going here. That's
yeah. I don't think we can get a channel bigger than you guys, so it's all downhill from here. So thanks a lot.
That's no
You
problem.
guys are too kind.
It's nice to hear from you guys. It's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, nice to finally meet you guys and
Yeah.
hear about what it's like on the East Coast. So yeah, as we kind of wrap up your guest spot, just really quickly, like everyone has a cool story about, everyone behind the camera, everyone with a YouTube channel that is big enough to, make it your main business. I'm always curious to know like how you guys got started, because a lot of times people kind of fall into it. They don't really have a plan going into it. So you guys are different from most fishing YouTube channels in that you guys are a team behind the scenes, and so we're in front of the scenes too. So just really quickly, could you guys let us know how it happened? Because I'm sure a lot of people watching, they watch us thinking, hey, I could do that too. It's not that easy. So yeah, so let us know, how did HeySkipper, previously known as the artist previously known as HeySkipper, good move by changing your name, by the way. How did you guys get started?
Do you want to start? Or you
No,
want me to
go
start?
ahead.
So pretty much in college, Aaron and I met in college, and we started doing. I started fishing again, and I started an Instagram. And this Instagram got pretty popular. I was just sharing pictures of my fish that I was catching, the bass. I was only fishing actually freshwater at that time. So I started the Instagram and got a lot of attention there, and decided I want to make a YouTube channel, and it'll be so easy to get all my Instagram followers to my YouTube following. That's not the case. I was like, everyone come, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I thought like everyone would just go flock to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Not the case at all. I got maybe like a 10 to 15 people going. When we had like 10,000 follower in Instagram already, and not many people jumped onto the YouTube. So really from there, we were like, well, we need to have a reason that people want to watch us. We have to have a reason for existence, not just vlogging our lives. I want to like help. I want to help people. I want to teach people. So Aaron and I started making videos on that. And throughout college, we entered a couple of competitions, idea competitions, where we pitched the idea of HeySkipper. And we're an outdoor fishing channel that helps people get off the couch and out and exploring the nature. And we want to make people, very easy for people to learn how to fish. So we won some competitions like that. And that was pretty much our startup money for us to continue working on getting new cameras, traveling to film new things. Where do we go from there?
I would say the first year it was really just filming videos and filming videos and filming videos and seeing what people liked and seeing what were interested in, and little videos that would peak, we would go, oh my God, okay, this is working, let's try that again. So it was really just a slow evolution of figuring out who we were by just going out and fishing and filming and trying to show people our experience along the way and what we were learning, because we were really just learning with everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just sharing our own experience and now it's been a couple years, and we just have had a lot of ideas that have grown.
I think that one of the most important aspects of this is to continually put out a bunch of stuff, but not only that, is to record what stuff did not work and stop doing that, and then record what stuff did work and continue doing variations of that. But the important part is to continually experiment with different things, knowing that some of them are going to fail. And then stopping doing that when you notice that it does fail.
Right.
That's my best advice.
No, I it's interesting, like having a few years under my belt running a channel and having content. I used to live and die on just anything I could catch and film, whether it be a lesson learn going the right way or the wrong way. And you soon realize that there is a right way. Like, you know, I think people getting into fishing, because we are, all four of us here, we're fishing channels. You know, nature has to cooperate, and it's like a big unknown when you get into it. And there's this perception that it's like a magic trick where people are just more luckier than others. But the reality is, to me, fishing is like this giant puzzle, right? And every time you go fishing, with every cast, you kind of like put the pieces together, and before you know it, you have kind of a method and a process for getting your chances so good that you're normally like hit your goal and kind of complete that puzzle every time. That's the way, like, this is the best way I can describe it. And when you're filming it, there's definitely like this level of difficulty that people that don't do it will never understand. And if you can do it in such a way where you are good at fishing, you're good at filming, and you're good at storytelling, and you can do it so good that it becomes your livelihood, it's like, it's huge, man. So kudos to you guys for figuring out not just fishing, but the business end. So
thank you.
Yeah, it's great, man. Like,
I like what you said. I really agree with that. The whole storytelling aspect of it and working with Mother Nature, it's all, I think it's very unique, especially, you know.
Yeah.
Mother
I mean,
Nature is very unforgiving too, you know, like you have no idea what she can throw at you, and you might have a plan all planned out in your head, but she just throws something that just stops everything in its tracks, and you have to re-strategize your entire game plan for what you're going to film. And it's always helpful to have multiple plans, but in the end of the day, it's all up to how it's all up to a force that we can't control.
Yeah. No, I always tell people, if like I wanted it to be easy, I would have a knitting channel and create content like on demand whenever I wanted to. But really, I don't want to knit. I want to go fishing, right? And so my passion for fishing steers my passion for editing and storytelling and connecting with the community, because through the channel, I mean, one of the videos that I also recall is the one where you guys like went up north and you guys showed us how people catch like big salmon. And I think you guys went to the hatchery and you're standing in wasted water, you know, lined up with all those OGs, you know, catching salmon. And it's like access to those kinds of opportunities to be exposed to that, you know, those kind of behind the scenes kind of things. Like, I would love it if I took it that far in California. So you guys have done a good job in being able to not only unlock the fishing game, but the access to the community behind the scenes. So it's been fun watching you guys. So yeah, so just really quickly, a couple of people, or everyone's like asking questions. I don't know if you guys can see it, but a couple of people are asking some questions that actually I haven't thought of. One of the ones I wanted to ask you guys, if you guys, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but you guys can kind of confirm it. From the behind the scenes aspect, like, where your like favorite parts of the business? Like, do you guys, like Aaron, do you like editing and filming, or would you rather like be in front of the camera more and go fishing and kind of throw all that stuff to Brendan, or and vice versa? Brendan, like, you really like fishing, or is your passion like editing and running the business side?
Do you want to answer first?
My passion is fishing. I love the fishing, but I also really need it to be on like film as well. That's another thing that will really irk me, is if I have a very, very good day of fishing and, you know, I didn't have the cameras with me. But I also really like fishing with Erin. That's another thing. But when Erin is filming, she can't fish. So it's always, I'm always sacrificing one thing or another. That's for me. How about you, Aaron?
I would say that I love filming, and that has been something that I've learned on the job for this. Like, I actually went to school for acting, so
Wow.
to actually be behind the camera now is very interesting. And Brendan actually is truly a star in front of the camera to me. So I'm happy to let him take that place and kind of be the spokesperson of the show and be more behind the scenes. I love editing too. My sister actually helps us edit now. And it's been a process of like working with my sister, who's also in the family, and working really closely with her. And she really helps us and captures our voice and puts together some great stuff. So I love working with her, and I love working with Brendan. It's just such a fun process. I love telling stories as well.
Oh, I love making those, the ebooks that we make.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to college for graphic design.
Okay. Well, that
And
explains a lot.
so I did all the logo. I do all of the PDFs that we do, all of the website graphics that we do. I love it. It's so fun for me to be able to design, and for people to be able to read my designs and learn how to fish through our ebooks. So for me, I really put my heart and soul out into these digital ebooks that we write and put up onto our website, because it's so fun to do all the illustrations and whatnot. And this is the kind of stuff I was doing for class projects in college. I would just use the class project and just put it onto my channel, and that's pretty much how I really got into creating that.
Awesome. Well, I'm trying to, hopefully I'm doing this right. I'm trying to share your website. Hopefully.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Hopefully it's coming up.
You had it for a second.
That's it.
You guys
And my
see it?
cousin Steven helps me put all this stuff on here, and Steven is the man. He's really good at this computer, like website designing and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is, so again, like, I can't think off the top of my head if there's a West Coast kind of YouTube channel. Maybe Matt's Fisherman's Life, who's, you know, the kind of the big channel on the West Coast. He might have something kind of equivalent to this, but I don't think he has kind of an education kind of vein in his presentation of stuff. I mean, this is pretty cool. Like, I was looking at it the other day, and I really, honestly, I didn't really realize how deep it ran. So this is good stuff.
Got a lot of stuff, man. This is our passion to have this. This is our digital store that we put a lot of time and effort into. Yeah. And actually, we have a new idea that we've been testing. We're throwing a digital fishing retreat, because I know a lot of people are stuck at home right now and bored and can't go out and fish. So we're doing a 3-day fishing retreat where it's 3 days of lessons and video chats,
at-home activities.
And it's all about, the theme of this retreat is fishing as an essential, and what that means in 2020. Because here in Maryland, fishing is an essential, and we are allowed to fish. But I know a lot of places they're not saying that same thing. So this digital retreat will be held in a few weeks, in 2 weeks from now. And we had people start register yesterday, and we have, I think, 300 some people in the retreat that is going to be joining us. But if anybody is watching right now who is interested in joining us, we're all going to be gathering and talking digitally about this fishing as an essential for 3 days. And I'm having Aaron post this up on the live chat right now. So anybody who wants to sign up for this fishing retreat is completely free. This is just so we can all hang out and gather in the name of fishing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So again, guys, that's I'm sure, let's see, hopefully you guys, maybe if you guys can throw that link up in the chat. So if you find my channel, Ish with Fish, and go and find this live stream, just go ahead.
Aaron's already got the link up.
That window that's populating now. Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like an amazing opportunity. Yeah, I mean, that's why this show exists, is because we wanted an connect with our audience base, and so go with a weekly live stream using the Zoom platform. platform so we could all be in the same window is the best way we found to do it. So sorry again, if anyone watching, or if our guests or Adam or June, if I'm kind of glitching out, it's, again, I live in a really woodsy kind of rural area, and so things kind of drop here and there. But yeah, so again, HeySkipper, you can find them all over Facebook and Instagram. Their YouTube channel is huge, but check out their website. It's really, really well done. So yeah, so kudos to you guys. So again, thanks for your time. I think we've taken up enough of it. It is 3 hours ahead, and you guys need to go run a business, I guess.
It's so nice to meet you guys.
Fantastic
Seriously,
time.
yeah.
Have us on again.
We'll talk to you.
We'll do, you know, like we always open the show with like a big kind of like COVID scare, but the reality is, like, you know, we should advise our audience with what we know, and oftentimes we know a lot. And so we definitely will have the show as long as people are kind of in the position to want to check in with us if we can't post content like we usually do. So we'll definitely have you on again in the near future. So again, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Ish.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.
Hope to meet you one day.
Yeah.
Take care, Aaron. Bye,
Okay,
Brendan.
bye.
Well, dude,
All right.
that was pretty
Now,
good.
everyone's clicking off now. You're stuck with us three again.
I see Edward in the chat. He said, Ish, you need to get a tinfoil signal booster. Dude, man, if that worked, I would do it. Like, I don't know what's up with my internet. Like, I don't have a hard line. I use a Wi-Fi. But yeah, I mean, I'm bordering on June's level of connection right now. Even my light's starting to go out. Oh, so garbage right now.
I don't even know what's going on with my signal, because I'm using my LTE phone signal.
So again, yeah, thanks to Danny Wu. He's DW in the chat box. He's the one that kind of really put us in touch with the HeySkipper team, Brendan and Aaron. And dude, they're a huge channel. They really have like, from a business standpoint, there is no advantage to coming on a small platform like this. Our shows at most get like, I don't know, 1,500, 2,000 people watching. So you guys probably know who they are. So out of the kindness of their heart, they decided to check in. And honestly, like, I really feel like they are in line with the YouTube community, and, you know, threw us a bone and swung by. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was an awesome guest, Renato Fernando. Appreciate you guys checking in. So we do have one guest coming on, and it is kind of a segue into something I wanted to talk about, something that is kind of important to me. But before we do that, while I get this person on the line, Adam, June, if you have anything you wanted to talk to subs about, or if you wanted to do an AMA, now would be the time.
Sure. Yeah, throw some questions. I did see a while back, so not to pass you up, but I saw some donations from Andre, and I think Ronald Gonzalez shot us 2 donations, 2 more than he had to. So thank you both. You didn't have to, but we saw.
Wait, did I hear donations?
Yeah, they're flying in here.
Yeah.
You're bordering on last week's total. So
the record donation for one of these episodes, I think, is $30, right? For like total. So
we're getting close to that already.
Are we?
Yeah.
Right. And again, guys, so whatever is being donated, June, Adam, and myself, we're collectively pulling it because this is a group effort. The Shelter Show does not just rest on my shoulders or Adam's or June's. We are going to take whatever you're donating and figure out a fun way to either improve this show. Maybe we'll buy that like silver level tier of internet connection. Because right now I think we're a brass level.
We're at like dirt level.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to improve things. So hey, okay, so June, did you have anything you wanted to check in with?
I'm still trying to figure out how's my connection here too. Sorry about I don't even know what's going on, but
yeah, you're a lot quieter than normal. You're only
yeah, because I don't. It's hot in here right now. I'm gonna because anytime right now I can get cut off connection. So, but what was your question again, Ish? What was that? Sorry.
Oh no, I just wanted to see if you had anything you wanted to check into the audience with.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
I don't know. Can we? Somebody
Sorry,
asked.
guys.
Can we break 100 viewers? Man, we
So-
only have 78 watching right now. Maybe one day.
I'll show you guys my.
Last week we
what am
actually
I
peaked at
doing
100.
right now? Look, oh,
We
we're
peaked
driving.
at exactly 100. All right. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. You know, I totally like demonetized myself this morning. If you guys heard that Far Side beat earlier, that's how we opened. Complete demonetization. Again, we're not doing it for the money. If you get like 1,000, 2,000 views for something, you're not gonna make jack. So again, we're doing it for you guys, and frankly, I don't know. We're doing it for ourselves. We want to check in with the audience, gives us something to do in this kind of crazy time that we're in, right? So yeah. So unless Adam, unless you have anything to say, I wanted to bring on my next guest here. Let me see if I can figure out the stuff in the background. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ta-da! Hi, Steph. How's it going?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we need your mic to be up. You might need to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh.
Okay, awesome.
All right, and I don't know if you can boost your mic level, but you need to turn up just a little bit or talk closer to the.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yes,
What's
we
up? What up? All right, so hey everybody, just a quick introduction to who this person is. Let me clean up some stuff in the background here. Yes, she is very quiet, and so Steph, just to just to know, we had a huge YouTube guest, like the first guest we've ever had in our live stream, like just before you. So we might have set the bar so high that everyone's just like gonna be tuned out. But no, this is important. Okay, guys, this is the part where the show goes from fun to, hey, community effort. So if you guys could stick around and listen to what we have to say, that would be great. So I have Steph on. Steph is one of my many cousins, right? I have like a billion of them. I've said that in the live streams before. But here's why she's on. Okay, so taking it down again. Sorry guys to get serious, but the corona pandemic is very real. It's affecting everywhere, and unfortunately, a lot of are closing everywhere, including the Bay Area. And coincidentally, 3 of my cousins, Steph included, their daycare shut down, and that's 50 to 60 people that have been put on the layoff line and looking for, for help, frankly. And so Steph actually works at daycare. It's based in Sunnyvale, I think, Santa Clara, Sunnyvale. And she had the great idea, to put together a GoFundMe in order to help those people that were laid off. Because, I mean, frankly, to live and exist in the Bay Area, to, whatever stimulus check you're getting, whatever you're getting an unemployment, it might not be enough to float your family for the duration of this lockdown. So what this GoFundMe is doing is it is extending, kind of help from the community to help those teachers get by, because all of a sudden they're out of work. And so, it's a personal fundraiser to me. Obviously, it's supporting the teachers that take care of my cousins, my family, my blood. And I want to, reach out to the community and say, there's ever a time to ask for anything and any help, it would be to support a cause like this. So Steph, you're kind of the organizer. You help run the show at the facility. If I haven't said it all, let us know how we can help and what's going on.
Yeah, so we have a GoFundMe right now that's going on for the teachers. All proceeds go directly to the teachers. None of it goes to the facility at all. It's basically like what you said. It's just going to help the teachers get by. We have 50 or 60 teachers, and we cater to about 250 kids ages 6 weeks to 12 years old. So, it's not an easy job to have to take care of these children. And these teachers have been amazing at it. And as you guys know, teachers are underpaid and underappreciated. So we want to do something for them that would make them feel a little bit better, more valued. So we're hoping that during this hard time, the community can kind of pull together to kind of help them out.
Oh my God, are you guys on? I'm so sorry. I think our connection dropped. I don't know if we're still on YouTube. Can you hear me?
I think we're still good.
Oh, maybe I just dropped.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just dropped for a second.
Okay, good. Did everyone hear what you had to say?
Yeah, I think it all went through.
Okay,
I
great.
got it. Yeah.
Okay. So sorry again. Our connection is pretty terrible, but the message that we're trying to put forward out is of course, something not terrible. It's awesome. So this is what we're gonna do for everyone watching. I can hear and see you. Great. I think we're good. Okay, everything is good. Thank you. Okay, so this is how I want to help leveraging the reach. I don't sell merch. I don't have a Patreon. If there is ever a way to, patronize my channel, I would love it to be an opportunity like this. And so just so you know, I'm going to share my screen again. And I just want to show you guys that the GoFundMe is legit. Again, I'm putting my word that it is. Let me throw the screen share over here. This is the GoFundMe page right here. They're trying to reach a goal of $100,000. They're like 3/4 of the way there, almost 3/4 of the way there. And $100,000 sounds like a lot of money, but when you have 50 to 60 people, depending on that, cut it 50, 60 ways, it doesn't go very far. Frankly, I think it's one additional pay period for these teachers I don't want to say volunteers, but teachers that are there to care for a lot of children in the Sunnyvale community. Specifically, especially, my family. So how can you guys help? Well, I'll leave all the information for how you can donate in this video once it goes posted in live. But if you guys want to participate in my giveaway, this is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to have a giveaway, right? To enter, you have to donate in increments of $5 to the GoFundMe. So you donate $5, that's like one entry. You donate $50, that's 10 entries, right? That's how it's going to go. I will be putting there to kind of encapsulate how we're going to track everything and when we're going to pick everyone. But just want to give you the high level detail. To enter in my giveaway, I'm going to ask you guys to donate to this GoFundMe, and the prizes are pretty awesome. Hold on, give me a second here. So I have a ton of stuff here. I have extra reels that I don't need. Some of them, you might have seen before. Some you might have not. Some of them are pretty legit, actually. Some extra Khalisas, if you don't mind. And even up to a Sphero 6000. This is a JDM Shimano reel. It's like, I don't know, $175, $200 reel. So we're gonna put it as part of one of the many giveaways. But the big giveaway, hopefully you guys are listening to this. If you are in the Bay Area, you're probably gonna like this. So a couple years ago, I did a Put 'em in the Bag tournament featuring some of my favorite YouTubers, where we're gonna have another one. And as part of the giveaway, if you're local to the Bay Area, or if you can make it at a predetermined time, you get a spot in this YouTuber giveaway. So who's going to be there, right? Okay, so number one, not only are we going to have native anglers helping us out again, so thanks, Miguel, but we're going to have 2 boats. That's how big this is going to be. We're going to have Miguel's first OG boat, and we're going to have his second boat. So who's going to be on there? Well, the 2 captains, myself, Adam, June, Taku, and Matt's Fisherman's Life himself. And so I think there's space for 1 or 2 more guys. I got to figure out how we're gonna do everything, but those are the 5 YouTube names, I'm sorry, that have been able to put together. So if you want to spend a day with us and go fishing, if you want to meet the guys behind the camera, if you guys want a all expense paid, I mean, you get yourself to the dock and we'll take care of the rest. This is your only opportunity to be able to jump on board. So it was an awesome time with Patrick the last time we went out. And, it's all, again, in the name of this GoFundMe, this campaign. Your donations will totally help. It makes the difference, really. So, Stephanie, again, that's where she sends her family to. That's where our family goes. She actually works there, and everyone is directly affected by the closure. So if you are in a position where your business has been closed, your daycare, if you're a parent, you know how people are kind of hurting right now, and you know what people are going through. So this is definitely an opportunity to help the community out, and win a chance to go fishing with your favorite YouTubers. Kind of throwing myself in there. So yeah, so we'll have all the information in the. I'll throw the link to the GoFundMe to this chat window. Just most important, film a formal video with all the details on how to enter. You can donate now if you want, but I'm going to put a code out there so you know that you're officially entered, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably drop the video early next week. Okay. And so, yeah. So Stephanie, thank you again for coming in. This is a great opportunity to reach out to the community, help out, and get a little bit back if you're lucky enough to win something. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank
Bye,
you.
Steph.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
All right. So yeah, this is the third Put Them in the Bag tournament. Again, the grant, not only can you win some reels, some crappy reels, but you might be able to win a legit Shimano reel. And I think the one that everyone is really interested in is the one spot on one of the two boats that we're gonna take out and have the Put Them in the Bag tournament part 3 with myself, June, Adam, Taku, aka Outdoor Chef Life, and Matt's, aka Fisherman's Life. All 4 have confirmed, and this is your opportunity to get on board. Really,
Is Danny going to be there too?
Philosophy D's nuts.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, philosophy.
Not yet. I still have to figure out if I can get those 2 extra seats open. But maybe if he's free, yeah, we'll see. It's not out of the question, for sure. So yeah, it is. So Edward, you're right. Hook to Cook says win-win-win situation. It really is. Again, if you want to patronize my channel, I really don't have any ways of you guys to buy merch or give me a tip or anything like that. But this is the way you can give back if you like my stuff, or if you just want to help somebody in the community. This is a great way to do it, and you have an opportunity to win something. So yeah, those are the 2 announcements, or that's the one big announcement I had for this live stream. And before we close, I'll let June and Adam have the forum. I think I've talked enough today, so throw it to you guys.
Go ahead, June. Take it away.
Go ahead, Adam. How's fishing today? Sorry.
Okay. I will say that the fishing, there is fish out there, and they can be caught. That's what I'll say. And I will say that I was out there so long that I barely had time to shower before this. It was more of a rinse. So, but yeah, no, there's still fish out there. And I mean, I think I said this before, it's kind of like the beginning. I mean, it's unfortunate that this is all taking place now for many reasons. But aside from that, the fishing, like this time of year is typically when fishing is starting to heat up in this area. Striped bass, salmon, lingcod, halibut, all those, big ticket items are all kind of heating up right now. So yeah, I mean, just hopefully everything can, we can flatten the curve, as they say, and everything can, come down back to the way. I don't think it'll ever go back to the way it was before, but back to where more fishing is accessible. It's just the hope. I can only hope at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
So how long do you think we're going to be like this? Like our situation here in California, because it is what California doing right now is really good when it comes to flattening the bar, but the curve. Oh, that means it's going to be longer for us. It's not like it's going to be done soon.
Yeah. My personal take is, man, honestly, like I don't see how I don't see how we're out of the current situation until we all catch it, or there's a vaccine in place to give it to everyone else
That's
in some
right.
form, the form of vaccine. Because even if the shelter in place was eased off, there's really nothing telling me that there can't be a possible second or third wave until just everyone catches it. Because for the people that haven't caught it, as soon as we go back out in the public, we're as exposed as we would be if we were not sheltering in place. The only way to get kind of over the hump is for everyone to have some kind of immunity built in. So yeah, how does that affect fishing? I think the current stance of kind of what restrictions are in place, I think we're going to be in this spot for a long while. I'll be surprised if they don't outright, ban all forms of fishing in the state to follow what's happening in Washington. If you listen to the call, there's a lot of pushback, and the DFW reiterated, and Gavin Newsom reiterated that fishing is not going to be banned. He even said that he was a fisherman, which I don't.
He likes fishing too. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he likes.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's trying to play to his crazy gun-toting
Campaign.
constituents. Yeah, but the reality is, like, honestly, I think he's kind of leading by example. California was the first shelter-in-place state, and boom, most of the states are now. And how far they take those shelter-in-places, and if they restrict fishing or not, I don't know. It's so interesting. As to today, if you can find a body of water, you can fish it. If you're caught driving there, you might get a ticket because it could be perceived as non-essential travel. So that's where we are. It's really weird.
I like the Maryland regulation now that when you're allowed to go out fishing, but it has to be a catch and eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because that makes you like essential for you.
Yeah.
I hope they do that here too.
Yeah, at least it draws a line in the sand. If you are fishing with barbed hooks, a bucket, dude, all of a sudden the bucket brigade is like, they're all of the people that know what's up. And whenever I see the bucket brigade, I head the other direction, but now the bucket brigade, at least, they're the China fish, which is so crazy. Yeah. So I just wanted to reiterate, because of the unknowns, when we do have, when I am able to pull together a winner, and we do have the put them in the bag tournament going, it will go once the shelter in place is lifted, at least to the point where we can launch it. I'm sure you guys knew that. It's obvious, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that we will not be running forward with the put them in the bag tournament until we are legally allowed to launch. It might be a while, so beware. If you do win, if anyone's in the comments here, you might not win, or you might not be fishing with us for months. So we'll see. But the effort is there. We're trying to put some. I'm trying to put together something cool. We're all trying to put something together cool in the sake of helping back or giving back to the community. So, oh, look at that. So Sal Alcantara says, I got kicked out of China camp today for driving to fish there. They said I could walk or ride a bike, but the issue was me driving there. So that's exactly what I'm hearing about along certain parts of the bay. That's what I'm hearing about along the coast, especially on 1. When I was there on 1, there were so many like CHP officers. Yeah, it's an interesting time. So I will say, technically you can fish. Getting there is the hard part. So you do risk a ticket.
Actually, today I was passing by a 152 and at San Luis Reservoir. Dude, I see lots of car parked on the side, and there's a lot of people fishing on the lake. I was surprised. People are fishing.
Yeah. I think people are like, if there's a popular fishing spot that's relatively easy to get to, it's gonna be like totally blown up. I mean, not blown up, but it's gonna be shoulder to shoulder. If it's a remotely popular area, because a lot of people are either forced to work from home and they're playing hooky, or they lost their job, or they're furloughed, they're gonna go out and fish. And I'm not surprised that some hot spots are getting a lot of attention. It's because they're bringing a lot of attention. So yeah, it's an interesting time. So Yeah, so, well, you know what? We're wrapping up towards the end of our call. I think we've been online for just over an hour. So just wanted to thank you guys for being online. And if you guys want to do a quick AMA, Ask Me Anything session, I know you guys have been throwing your questions here in the comments. So thanks for participating. Feel free to throw out some questions and we'll try to help you guys out.
I'll give a shout out to Raphael for another donation. Ish, I think you've eclipsed my $30 mark. You're now the official leading donation collector.
Wow, how am I missing this? Oh yeah, it's probably because my internet's so crappy. Oh, there it is. Raphael Bracetta, thank you so much. I think we are.
Thank you.
Are we at $50 now, guys, for tonight's episode?
Awesome.
We're loaded.
I guess it takes like a huge YouTube star or stars to get you guys to cough up some dough. So
yeah,
I'm just kidding, guys. You guys.
I can see all the comments because I'm using my phone.
See, trying to.
I'll answer a question here. I see one from Frank Orozco. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but he says, or he asks, what programs do you guys use to edit your videos? So I'll quickly answer it. When I first started YouTube, I used a free program, which is just GoPro Studio. You can just download it online. It's free. It's pretty easy. It's relatively simple, but it doesn't have as many capabilities, I guess, as some of the paid programs. So now what I've been using since then, and probably for the last, I don't know, 2 years or so, I use Adobe Premiere, which is like I don't recommend for anyone who's just like starting to edit videos to like go into that, because there's, even myself, after using it for 2 years, it's got way more features that I probably don't even use like 80% of the features on there. So yeah, it's definitely overkill for I guess a small YouTube channel, even like mine. But yeah, so that's what I use.
Yeah, I use actually use the one that Matt's recommended. I think that's the one Matt started out with, and it's called Power Director. And the version I use is Power Director 16, I think. And they have a new version, but it's like subscription based. So it's kind of like Adobe software if anyone is in the graphic design. You can't outright buy the program. You have to pay like $60 a month, I think, just to have it on your computer. So it's constantly updated, but you're constantly paying every month. So I have the last version where you can buy it out of the box. And that's what I'm hanging on to like tooth and nail. Because again, like, to produce stuff, it costs money. And I want to, I mean, it's good enough for everything that I do.
I think I missed the question. What was the question? Because my AirPods.
What editing software do you use for editing your videos?
Oh, okay. I use iMovie.
Wow.
Simple.
You do a good job.
Sometimes I edit on my phone.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, like the first 2 years that June had his channel up, he was just editing off his phone. So not even on the
That's
computer.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So see,
just for information, when I started my YouTube, I used my phone to film, and I used my phone to edit videos for 2 years.
Wow. That's crazy, man. That's pretty amazing. That's though, cool. What you can pull off just on your phone. So if any of you guys are interested in making YouTube videos, you could do it right off your phone. And June's a good example of that. Break Time Activities asks, did you guys delete your first videos?
Nope, my first video is still up there. And honestly, I leave it up there because it kind of shows where I started, and I don't know, just personally, maybe for me to show how I've kind of grown from an editing perspective and filming perspective. So that's kind of why I leave it up there. Even though if you watch it, it's terrible. I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to, you can.
Me too. Mine too. It's still there. Still there. My first video is still there. I like what you said, Adam. It's a reminder for me to look back and where I've come from.
Yeah.
So it's really a good check on me.
Frank Orozco.
My latest video. I delete some latest video. Not.
Should we lose June?
Old.
Hey guys, Frank Orozco just dropped another 10. Frank, I think we're up to maybe 60 for the session. we're, I don't know, this is new ground for us. So thanks
Don't
so
even
much.
know what to
That's
say.
awesome. I know. And again, anything donated is split between the three of us to support the shelter show. So we'll either improve our internet on my side. I need like a hard line, or I don't know. We'll put together something. Maybe we'll invest it in content, whether it's the shelter show or an episode in the future. So thanks guys. Yeah. Phil D and Mats would be awesome guests. He should be on here. Mats, you're missed. You should participate. Yeah. Well, yeah. When you have the #1 YouTuber on the West Coast not posting, people are probably wondering where he's at. I've been in contact with him here and there, obviously, because I was looking for his help with the giveaway that I'm going to be putting together. Oh, and by the way, that's one thing I didn't mention as a prize. One of the prizes, or maybe it'll be saved for the winner. I'm not really sure yet. But everybody participating said, for sure, yeah, we'll throw in some merch too. So if you guys have been waiting to pick up that, custom signed Die Hard fishing shorts, or that June, More Than Fishing sweater, or that Fisherman's Life, whatever, or the Outdoor Chef Life cutting board. I don't know if Taku does that. We will be putting together some kind of YouTube merch package, either as its own standalone prize or for the ultimate winner. But yeah, Matt's, as far as I know, Matt's is doing fine. I think I mentioned
I
it.
saw on Instagram
Did you see
today
his
he
new
was
outlook?
fishing.
I did not, but you said that he's been fishing. Is that what you said, Adam?
Today, I think it was today. It was either today or yesterday. He was actually fishing. So I have a feeling there's going to be a video up there soon.
Oh, he's coming back. He's making he saw the wasteland of content that is currently being served up to our very deserving subs.
He's had enough of us.
He's had enough of our not videos. He's had enough of surf perch videos. He's had enough of live stream. And he said, don't call it a comeback. And then boom. You know what it's gonna be? He's gonna go out there and he's gonna get like arrested on his way out there. He's gonna like jump on his boat, escape. Like he's gonna get run over by a boat. He's just
Fish
gonna,
on butter.
like every element that works. He's gonna go all the way down to Mexico and get chased by the police all the way back. It's gonna be awesome.
He just posted an IG story. See that, where he was at the Rocky Beach?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not see that. But yeah, if you guys want to know what Matt's is up to, I guess go check out him on Instagram at Fisherman's Life, or Fisherman's Life Official, something like that. So you can see what he's been up to. So yeah, maybe a couple more questions and then we'll take off. I know June's got somewhere to be. I've got kids to put down. And Adam, you have no kids. You can do whatever you want, frankly.
I'm just going to go eat dinner.
Any more questions? People, let's see. Oh, you know what? One of my favorite comments, I don't know who said it, but someone said, Adam, you should change your channel name from Die Hard Fishing to Flip Flop Fishing. That'd be very, very. Koji888 says, YouTube, you Bay Area fishing dudes are all solid characters. Must be the fresh air and fishing. Yeah, I don't know. I think the three of us are a solid trio and represent kind of some what's good in the Bay Area fishing scene. I'll say that. Dan Hernandez has his live channel too right now. Well, you're on the right channel right now. Sorry, Dan Hernandez, you're great and everything, but guess what, guys? You're on the right channel. Dan Hernandez does not have HeySkipper.
That's true.
What's good advice for a beginner YouTuber? Frank, we kind of covered this in the last episode in detail, but basically grind it out. It's a lot of work. Grind it out. Be yourself up to a point where it stops working, and then figure out what works to get you to the next level. I'll say that. Cool. All right. Well, I think we're coming to a close here. So thank you guys for watching. I think we got up to about 80, maybe 90 watching. So haven't beat Adam there, but we did get $60, which awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had our first YouTuber guest ever on the Shelter Show. I only dropped out, I think, once or twice, which is like a new record for me. And most importantly, if you guys could have any takeaway from this, it will be the fundraiser that I'm going to have for my cousin's daycare, my many cousins' daycare And any donations will totally help a lot of people in the Sunnyvale community, which is a nice little town in the Bay Area. And just because we're in Silicon Valley doesn't mean we're safe from what's happening to the economy. And a lot of people are in the unemployment line because of what's happening. And so this is my way of giving back. And if you guys do give back in a certain way, I will announce how to do that in the upcoming video. You guys will be entered to win a ton of stuff. The number one thing I think everybody wants, that spot and the more than fishing. Wait, that's your tournament. The put them in the bag, ish with fish tournament. Number 3, you get to fish with me. You get to fish with June. Assuming June, if you could figure out how to catch a lingcod by then, you better bring it, buddy. Adam, Taku, and Fisherman's Life. If you guys have ever wanted to fish with us and meet us, spend a day out with us, I will have some stipulations about going onto a boat because you will be on a big boy boat. This is not a charter. This is a big boy, like rolling in the seas, you know, going to the dinosaur lingcod, that kind of trip. We want to make sure we get you out there and back safely. But this is your opportunity to do it, and it's all in the name of a good cause.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Give Dan Hernandez a spot. Dan, if you're willing to come back or come on the show, I take anything bad I just said about you. We are open to anyone willing to come on that can add value to the YouTube community, and you would definitely be one of those guys. So
we'll get one rod.
Oh, that right before we all go back to work on our normal lives, we are gonna get one rod on the show. That's how we're gonna end it. So one more. CL asks, Ish, have you been drinking more or less beer while sheltering in place? Oh my God, guys, I am. It's all adding up. I will say that. I don't know when I just frankly like the fridge door never closes because I'm in there so much. So I'll put it that way. All right, guys, have a good night. Okay. June, travel safe. Adam,
thanks.
If you're fishing, good luck, but maybe you're not fishing. We'll leave it at that. Take care, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you on episode 5. Episode 5, guys. Big news from one of us.
Oh,
literally could be life-changing.
Yeah, that is a good point.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Good night, guys.
I don't know what you're talking about, but bye. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. See you later.